guys, welcome to another episode of F1 2021 here on the ChesnoidPlays channel. Today, in the off-season, between seasons 1 and 2 of my team, we're going to finish this breaking point story mode. I've asked on Twitter if you guys, and I asked in the comment section of the last episode, or last video as well, the season finale of F1 2021 My Team Season 1. If you want to see the breaking point highlights on YouTube, the answer was a pretty resounding yes. So over the next few days, we will be, or even I might even upload a number of videos quite quickly. We will be finishing the breaking point story before season 2 of my team begins here on the ChesnoidPlays channel. So if you want to see season 2 of my team, the off season is going to be on the YouTube channel only. So this is the place to see the off season for all of the happenings between the last race and the first race of seasons 1 and 2. If you want to make sure you're there and ready and available for all of the racing action for Season 2, then follow the link in the description to the Twitch channel, and you can obviously follow me there and then watch the streams live. Or, of course, if you want to wait for the highlights, then make sure you subscribe to this channel with the notification bell ticked. Thank you again for your continued fantastic support on this F1 2021 content on the ChesnoidPlays channel. It's been absolutely mad. I've been so blessed to have such strong support for it this year. Let's dive in and continue on the breaking point. Actually, one thing I do need to point out, I was hoping to do this with the wheel. Now, it turns out the wheel I bought was advertised as PlayStation 4 and PC and Xbox One ready. So, what I thought meant that I could still use it on Xbox. As it turns out, the pedals and the wheel base will work on Xbox. But the specific wheel that I have is PlayStation and PC only. And of course, we're playing on Xbox Series 1 this year, or Xbox Series X, sorry, this year. So until I either buy a new wheel or play on PC, I can't use the wheel when I'm streaming or making video content. So I need to make a decision as to whether I buy a new wheel, and one that works with the wheelbase and the pedals, etc., or whether we wait until next year and play everything on PC like we did last year, rather than doing it all on Xbox. I think I'd prefer to probably buy a new wheel and play on Xbox so we can get some wheel content this year, but I need to have a look on the Fanatec website and make a financial decision as to whether I can afford to actually go out and spend some more money on another wheel, having just bought a house and having things to buy in the house. So, oh God, adult life, eh? Right then. So, yes, I can just buy a rim if I need to buy a rim. Basically, I just need to buy a new wheel if I want to use it on Xbox. But I need to make sure that the wheel works with the wheel base. And I need to do some research to find out which wheels look decent. So, let's crack on, shall we? Let's go and play Racing Point. I believe we're heading into Chapter 3 at the end of the Chinese Grand Prix. We might see a cutscene here that we've seen before, in which, if that is the case, then I will cut it out because you've already seen it on the channel. Yes, we have seen this cutscene before. So this was at the end of the last episode that we uploaded, the first video ages ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I'll cut this and I'll join you at the next stage when we actually have fresh content that we're experiencing. So we'll just advance from here and hopefully head to Chapter 3, and fortunes will turn for us and Aiden at the French Grand Prix, not my strongest track. 2 months later, the recent series of incidents with his teammate Casper Ackermann, both on and off the track, have marred the start of Aiden Jackson's rookie F1 season. With the French Grand Prix coming up, Jackson is keen to find the form that brought him so much success in F2. And whether I will find that form in France, I'm not sure. But we'll wait and see what scenario we dive into here. I don't know whether where we're gonna be starting. It should be quite high up, considering we're in the Racing Point. Oh, of course, this is the 2020 season, isn't it? Ackermann starts 12th. Devin Butler starts 13th. We are a long way. Oh wow, we're a long way down the grid. Starting 18th. Why are we starting 18th? That's horrible. Where are we going to join the action? That's the question. We're joining the action at the start. Okay, a 13-lap race around France then that we're just going to crack on with right from the start. We've got a lot of work to do from where we are, but we'll try and do it. Lights out and away we go. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to up the difficulty, didn't we? We wanted to up the difficulty. Remind me after this Remind me after this race. We'll up the difficulty after this race. Beat both McLaren and Renault drivers is the objective. Starting from this far back, it's not going to be that easy, even with it being on slightly lower... Oh, I thought anyway, even with it being on a slightly lower difficulty setting. But we're already up to P15. I've got a warning for the collision with Devon Butler. Just outmuscled Giovinazzi a little bit. There's Ocon, one of our objectives. Oh, apparently I've got a collision with him. Giovinazzi, I didn't realise that. Got car on the inside. We'll try and hang it around the outside here. There's Casper turning in on me. Thank you, Casper. That was very kind of you. Illegal overtake. Okay.
That move was illegal. Return the position.
Technically, I was off the track and cut it slightly, so that'll be why we lost that, or had to give that position back. It might be slow around the corners. Whoa, and they brake super early on this difficulty setting. Yeah, we'll up the difficulty. This one might be a little bit easy, so I probably won't include too much highlights of this in the YouTube video. See if we get a full purple. We'll see if we get a purple sector 3, shall we? There's Casper. Oh, I'm not quite close enough to lap my teammate. Oh, are we going to lap him before the line? No, not quite. It was a purple sector 3. I was so close to lapping Casper there. That would have been incredible. On the line against your teammate. You have a bit of a dodgy relationship with right now. We will win. And probably never replicate that again because we're going to up the difficulty all the way to the top one. But there we go. We'll take it. Let's see the scenes. Aiden Jackson on the podium ahead of the two Mercedes.
They're making their way out to the podium now as we speak.
Way!
And the reaction from the
Vamos! Right. I want to see if I lapped Casper. Oh, hello.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Aiden, congratulations! You got on the podium. That's a fantastic.
I didn't
result
just get on.
for
I
you
won!
and the team. How are you feeling?
It's a team effort. It's a team effort, though.
It's a team effort. I'm just the one behind the wheel. It was an amazing result today, and I think everyone deserves it. I'm just pleased I could bring it home for them.
Well, it's such a great result, especially since it's your first season in Formula One. Would you say you found your feet now since the jump to F1?
Definitely.
In my mind, there was never an issue. Driving for Formula One is all I've ever worked towards. The transition was always going to be smooth. There's no complaints for me so far.
So there's no current tensions within the team? We've all seen that you and Casper have locked horns so far this season. Is that something that's now behind you?
I think there's always going to be a settling in period, I think we'll say.
I think there's always going to be a settling in period. It doesn't matter who you're paired up with. You've got to have a strong character to do what we do. We may have our differences, but I'm sure we'll get there.
Appreciate your time.
Victoire! Jackson put in a solid performance at the French Grand Prix to firmly cement Racing Point as a contender in the crowded middle pack of the F1 grid and, much to the delight of the team's management and fans. Oh, the F1 grid, there was no and. I added a word in there. Vamos! Uh-oh, who's that? Oh, it's Brian. Forgot to mention I gave an interview trackside a couple of weeks ago. I had a great time doing it. Maybe you've seen it. I'll accept that phone call.
Brian.
Aiden, just so you know, there's a full team meeting in 20 minutes.
Oh, yikes.
No worries.
We just want to review our strategy while the race is still fresh in our minds.
Right, okay. I'll see you there.
Listen, while you're on, I just wanted to say that was some solid driving
thanks,
out
Brian.
today. I'm impressed.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Brian.
Put it this way, it's been noticed. Well done, kid. I'll see you in the meeting.
I mean, when you win by a minute, it's bound to get noticed. But that's fine. We can do it in race and change it to hard and up it all the way to the top difficulty setting. So let's... Oh, another phone call. Mummy!
Hey, Mom.
Hello, love. Just calling to say well done, as usual.
Thank you, Mummy.
You okay?
Yes, thank you,
Thanks,
Mummy.
Mom. Yeah, I'm good. Real good. I think I delivered today.
I thought so. And I think the neighbors probably did too. I couldn't stop shouting.
Oh, not again.
I'm so proud of you, Aiden.
Hey, it's Silverstone soon.
So does that mean you'll be home for a few days?
Maybe.
Probably. I'll try and get over for a day or two, either side of race weekend.
You know, Silverstone was always your dad's favorite track.
I know. You're still coming to the race, right?
Do you really think I'd miss out on the VIP treatment? Of course I'm coming. I just wish it wasn't on my own, you know?
Oh, tugging at the
I know,
heartstrings.
but I'll be there, and I can't wait to see you.
Me too. Anyway, I won't keep you. I imagine you want to go and celebrate. Well,
Bit of a touchy subject, presumably, but
love you.
Love you too, Mum.
has
Speak
Dad... I can't remember whether it was covered in the first part of the save. Has Dad passed away or has Dad left? As in, parents divorced? I'm not sure. I can't recall, actually. But heading to the British Grand Prix, with Racing Point continuing to show signs of improvement, the F1 world turns its eyes to Silverstone. A real test for rookie Aiden Jackson as he returns home with hopes of impressing the crowd and earning their support at the historic circuit. Weather forecast. Oh, another phone call. Unknown. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, mate.
Oh,
Who
bloody
is this?
Devon Butler?
Oh, come on, keep up. It's Devon.
Butler.
The very same.
Why is he
How
ringing
did you
me?
get this number?
It doesn't really matter. Listen. I just wanted to pass on a bit of friendly advice.
Did you really?
Now, it's always tricky racing on your home track. The pressure, all the fans watching, it's a nightmare.
Right, yeah, I imagine it is.
But if you keep your cool, you stay focused, you will get through it, okay? Just imagine it's a different circuit on the other side of the planet. Then, when your race does fall apart, it'll be a lot easier to deal with.
He's
Yeah,
such a dick.
great advice.
I knew you'd think so. Anyway, good luck out there today. Just try and make it to the end, huh? Ta-ta!
Yeah, good luck to you too. I'll see you later.
They play the Devon character so well. They've just announced, or we've gotten to the point in history, in the past, where it was announced that Fernando Alonso's making a comeback to Formula One. We'll go to the race then. Capitalising on a fantastic Q3, Aiden Jackson is enjoying one of his finest career performances when a front right puncture threatens to ruin his chances of a top 5 finish. With friends and family in the stands and the crowd behind him, Jackson sets his sights on salvaging what he can from the race. So I've got a puncture, 7 laps remaining. We've got to...
Tyres are gone.
We've got to make it to the... Whoa!
Copy, Aiden. Box.
We're going to have to
Copy.
trundle back to the pit stop.
Let's just minimise the damage.
Trundle back to the pits to make a stop to fix that puncture. Oh, 39. I'm just trying to nail it to lose as little time as possible. We should be able to get it done this time now. Thanks for following, Smithy. Can't remember if I said that or not.
Time left to push for the points here, Aiden. Copy.
Hi, Gio. Hi, Gio. That feels familiar. Bit deja vu from the French Grand Prix. Nice that the phrase is French as well. Mr. Ricardo, would you mind awfully getting your arse back here? That would be lovely, thank you. Abu Dhabi highlights I'm going to edit after this stream. Forceful, but job done. Lol. Glad damage is off, or at least minimalised. Just using this. Clean overtakes this, JK. Lol. JK. Just loiter behind Seb here to ensure we get DRS, which we have now done. Akasha Manotor. Thank you for the follow. I still butchers your username, even though I paused or stopped to actually try and get it right. Devon Butler's actually P10 at the moment. Alex going through the inside of cops. You don't listen to your team boss, Alex. You don't stick a wheel up the inside of cops. Everybody knows that. 3 laps now to take these 2 places. We're much further up.
Is dropping back. We're seeing a gap form.
Excuse me, Devon. Don't mind me, pal. Gareth, that's it. Gareth Walker. Knew it started with a G. Thank you for P10, Alex. Objective achieved. It might be a last gasp dive up into the chicane, but we should be able to get Danny Kvyat before the end of the Grand Prix. Here we go. P9 at the end. 2 points for Racing Point. Oh, 2 points for BWT Racing Point Formula 1 team. Vamos! Let's go.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
GG, boys. GG.
Plenty of action here at Silverstone.
Plenty
It
of
was a
action here at
memorable race.
Silverstone. We don't need to watch. Let me guess.
Mercedes are on top.
Lewis. Shock. Lewis from Max from Valtteri, presumably. Despite suffering a puncture mid-race, Jackson manages to overcome the odds, securing a brilliant points finish Racing Point at the British Grand Prix. I imagine we'll get a phone call. We usually get a phone call. Got an email from Otmar. Great teamwork today. Thank you, mate. Hey, look, a phone call from Brian. Saskia, I'll bring your mum around to see you. Just ping me a message. We're going to get to meet Mumsy in real life rather than just Mumsy's voice.
Someone's the hot topic in the press room.
Thank you.
What do you mean?
Oh, come on. There's no need to be so modest.
What are you on about, Brian?
Well, after that puncture, everyone thought you'd lost it. But to pull it back and into the points, it's all anyone's talking about.
Well, I'm glad the press is starting to take notice.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, get used to it. They put a bunch of interviews in your diary for tomorrow. It's why I was calling.
Oh.
Right. Thanks for
Are
letting me
we
know.
going to have an interview
So
with
don't
Will
celebrate
then?
too hard tonight, eh?
Yeah, all right, Brian. Don't worry. I'm only going to see my mum.
I'm only going to see my
Well,
mum.
Each to their own.
See you later, Brian.
Bye, Brian. I probably should have waited to see if there was another phone call afterwards, but it doesn't look like we're going to get to meet Mumsy, unfortunately. While the grid heads to Monza,
I'm not sure if it's something
Skipped
to do
it.
with energy storage. I'm losing power on the straights.
Right. And you said the acceleration was okay? I'll take a look at it.
And how are we today, chaps?
We're in
Everything
Italy.
running smoothly, I hope.
All right, Brian. Yeah, we're just going through a few last-minute tweaks.
Ah, that's what I like to see. With dedication like that, maybe you'll be able to get us back a few more of those points, eh?
Yeah, I'll try.
Actually, Aidan, I'm glad I've caught up with you. Thought you might like to know. I had a call this morning from Toto Wolff. Mentioned you directly.
Oh?
Oh.
I think they're sniffing around for next season. You're being watched.
Oh?
So, no pressure then?
So, what's the problem with the car?
I'm losing power on the straights. It's not a massive issue. I'm sure we can deal with it.
Yeah, theoretically, do we have time to install the Spec 2 unit before the race?
Yes, boss.
And Casper's reporting no problems?
No.
Okay, let's do it. Put the Spec 2 in Aiden's, would you?
Well, that would sort it. I mean, if you're sure.
Of course. You could do with a little boost. A little boost. Besides, anything for our star driver. Casper, how are you today?
Awkward.
Feeling good about the race?
Star driver, eh? Bye, bish. He's so angry. Give me your Spec 2 and your #1 driver title, thank you. Jackson looks to take full advantage of his car's new power unit to the vexation of his teammate Casper Ackermann. With the grid set, his focus locked in, Jackson is eager to show Ackermann why Racing Point signed him. So let's show everybody, not just Casper Ackermann, why Racing Point signed me. Are we starting at the beginning of the race? It looks that way. Where will we be on the grid? We'll just skip it and find out super quick. P18.
Right, let's see if we can squeeze some performance out of this new power unit. Good luck out there today.
The power unit didn't necessarily do too well, did it? Unless it's just in for the race before. No. We'll have qualified and then we'll have taken a grid penalty for the power unit. So we'll have qualified like P13 or something. Ackermann's 4th? Casper is 4th. Beats Ackermann. Well, just to point out as we swoop past a couple of players, we are on the hardest difficulty still. Excuse me, AI. I'm just going to take advantage of the fact that you're a video game, if you don't mind. Thank you. We're up to P12. Come back here, Mr. Ackerman. 13 laps. Do we have to do the full race here as well, just as we did in France? Do let me know in chat. Oh, you're a bit quick, aren't you? Charles, go away, please. No, Charles. No, Charles! Ah! Ocon! Oh, my God. Oh, no contact with anyone, somehow. Full race again here in Monza. Okay, not to worry. 13 laps at Monza won't take that long. The difference between the way that this car handles and the car in my team is remarkable. When the my team car handles like this, we'll probably up the difficulty from 100. Is the slipstream enough? It doesn't seem so. That Renault's actually got a bit of straight line speed. But he's going to brake early, so I'll nip up the inside, thank you please. Hello, Pierre. I'll try and do to Pierre what we did to Esteban, and we have done. P10 into the points. 1 place a lap at the moment would be enough to get us past Ackerman, but we're going to have to make some lighter work once we get the DRS of a couple of the cars in front of us. We'll get DRS here. Not that it's going to be a bit of a DRS train, actually, isn't it? You can see by the minimap on the left-hand side, Casper Ackerman is actually holding up this entire train because the old man is slow. Oh, Alex had a look at Daniel. I'm having a look at Daniel too. Casper is going to be down to 5th soon if Carlos Sainz has anything to do with it. And no team orders. You just heard that from Jeff on the radio. We are free to race. Casper's still holding the McLaren up. But still holding 4th position. But we just took 2 drivers into the first chicane. Mugged them both. And we are off up in pursuit of Lando Norris. Carlos is going for it on Ackerman now. Carlos is through. Oh, what's going to happen at turn 1? They're all going to the inside. Jeez Louise. Bye, boys. If you're going to do that, I'll just sneak up here, shall we? See you, Casper, pal. 3 cars in 1 go. Bye-bye. Let's go. As if they all went to the inside to try and defend from one another. Now Casper's coming back at me. But we'll have none of that. Thank you, Mr. Ackerman. Back in your place. That was enjoyable. Love a triple overtake, don't we? It's like Daniel Ricciardo at Baku all over again. Ches doing a Magnus right now, but in my team can't do anything. This car is significantly better than the one in my team. I know you're only tongue-in-cheek with that comment. When the my team car handles and drives like this, then we'll be in this position in the career mode.
You'll be on the mediums.
Woof. Calm down, Carlos. That was a bit aggressive. We are through on Carlos Sainz. Thank you. P4. And probably, for the sake of the YouTube video, cuts to the end of the Grand Prix. I'll read that in a moment. Let me just get through the center exit. Not center exit, it's the Ascari chicane. Wishy with 5 gifted subs. 9 total. The Zoobs, Stickjoy, The Spreads to Show, Solom and Sean. Thank you, Wishy. Your continued support on Patreon is very much appreciated as well. We are about to cross the line for the final time here in Italy. A P4 worked our way all the way up to Casper from P18 on the hardest difficulty that you can do. Here we go. Progressing well in this breaking point campaign now. I'm not sure what chapter we're in actually, but we're nearly, well, we're like over halfway through this first season now. It's over. Is it over 2 or 3 seasons? I'm not sure actually.
It's a decent result for you today.
Really good, decent result.
How are you feeling, Aiden?
I'm not gonna say ahead of Casper. I'm not gonna be a dick about it.
It went well. And points are points. I'm really happy, and I think the team will be too. It's a good result here, so let's see if we can build on that for the next one.
A big talking point, irrespective of today's results, is how you've improved overall throughout the season. What would you say to that?
I'd say thank you to the
Couldn't do
team.
without the support of the team. They've been incredible. I'm feeling looked after, and I couldn't ask for more. So any improvements are thanks to them.
It's funny you should mention the team as a whole. Can you give us an update? How is the current relationship between you and Casper Ackerman?
We're fine.
Look, driver relationships are always going to be tricky. Individually, you're always pushing yourselves, and that can cause friction. I can't let anything like that worry me. Besides, we're fine.
Appreciate your time.
I'd love to have a go at voicing a character like that. Because with all due respect to the team that put it together, I feel like I could probably do a more like animated performance. Thank you, Ishimate. It's very good of you. Into Chapter 6 we go. With only a handful of races remaining in the season, time is running out for Racing Point to secure the points needed to finish above their mid-pack rivals in the Constructors' Championship. A dip in form over the past few races has the team desperately hoping for a strong performance from both rookie Aiden Jackson and veteran Casper Ackerman. So we've gone from Italy to Mexico. Ricardo to leave Renault, as we're aware. Waiting for the phone call from Brian that will undoubtedly come sooner rather than later. The attachment here. Oh, it's Mum! Mumsy! We've not spoken to you for a while.
Mum?
Aiden, I'm here.
Oh, good. After that flight delay, I was starting to get concerned.
Don't worry. Everything's fine.
And they're looking after you?
Better than at Silverstone.
Good.
Oh, wow.
Because you were my lucky charm there, Mum. And I'm hoping you do the same here.
I'll try, love. Now just do what you do, and everything will be great.
I know.
Mirror signal maneuver.
And always stick to the speed limit.
I'll try.
Oh, Mumsy, you're
Have a
so
great
funny.
race, Aiden. I'll see you after.
I'm so pleased you're here, Mum. This one's for you, eh?
With only a handful of laps remaining, Racing Point is looking for both of its drivers. Let's start that again, shall we? Both of its drivers. I went a bit farmer there. With only a handful of laps remaining, Racing Point is looking to both of its drivers for points in order to improve their position in the standings. One last push is needed from Aiden Jackson, desperate to keep pace with his teammate Casper Ackerman. Here we go.
The gap behind us is
To a Renault. Get behind us to a Renault. Mexican Grand Prix, 7 laps remaining.
Yeah, good. I think we can start to push a little. Where's Casper?
ahead of you. Don't worry about Casper, Aiden. Let's just improve your current position.
Yes, please. P13 as we take over. Catch up to Ackerman before lap 17. There's our objective then. Casper is currently P8. So we are going to have to get through these drivers fairly sharpish to do it before lap 17 because we're on lap 11 already. This is not going to be so straightforward, I don't think. I might try and get Gasly here though. Dive up the inside. Hold on to it. There we go. Now it's Sebastian Vettel. We're on a set of mediums here. Some of the others behind us were on hards, but everybody in front of us is on mediums. They are a little worn, but they're relatively new. Get back into the flow of this middle sector here in Mexico, which I've not done there at all. Right. The Mercedes engine sounds so different. Like under braking and the downshifts are so much harsher with this engine than they are the others. Come on in, give me that DRS. Ackerman's 6.1 seconds away. It's kind of up in P8 on his own, so he's not got DRS on anyone, so he should be able to close the gap. Someone up in front here. It's a Mercedes actually making his way through. Oh no, that's actually a back marker. Well, we might be able to get Seb here, but there is a Mercedes in P10 at the minute.
You're 4 places down on Casper.
Yeah, I'm going for Seb though. We'll soon make it 3 places down on Casper. It's Kevin Magnussen in the Haas, actually. Excuse me, Sebastian. I said I wanted to come through, if you don't mind. Thank you. Maybe we can kind of follow Valtteri Bottas through. Kevin Magnussen letting us past. Mercy. I don't know what thank you is in Danish, otherwise I'd say thank you in Danish. Tack? Or is that... That's Swedish. I can't remember. 4.6 to Casper. We need to close him down by lap 17 though. We're about to start lap 13, so we're running out of time, really. Need to start making moves. Bottas and then a Renault in the way between us and Casper. I'll actually be a bit tactical here. I want to get DRS all the way down the next straight.
Casper is 3 places ahead of you right now.
So I'm actually going to sit behind Valtteri here, get the DRS, and then try and take him on the straight. And that'll help us catch up to Ricciardo as well. Bit of ERS for an extra boost. He's on the hard tyres as well here, Valtteri.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
Babbish! See you later! Bye-bye! Toodles! Obviously not going to go for that tactical approach on Daniel. Just going to get past him now that we're within touching distance of Casper. Oh!
It's clear from anyone watching either in the stands or at
Cutscene.
home the determination on show from Racing Point and Aiden Jackson today.
No, you're not wrong there, and his performance has improved race by race throughout the season, and his driving today, impeccable. Here's a test.
So what's going to happen though?
As they head down the main
Oh,
straight.
drama's coming,
There's
isn't it?
a lot of friction between these two, and his teammates after him. Will he budge?
Hold position, Aiden.
Oh, I've never seen anything like this on a race.
Well, we're told to hold position.
Teammates wheel to wheel.
Keep it clean.
Inches
No!
them and they crash.
Oh, he's crashed into his teammates!
Spectacular style, and they're both out.
Aiden! What have you done? What have you done? Brian, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. That was Aiden, not me. Disaster. With neither driver willing to cede the position, Jackson and Ackerman make contact heading into turn 1. Both cars sustain terminal damage, ending the race for the Racing Point pair and shattering the team's dream of securing a top 5 position in the Constructors' Championship. You've thrown it away, boys. That's horrible, horrible, horrible. I can't believe it. I worked so hard. I worked so hard. We were told to hold position by the team. We were told to hold position by the team, regardless of who actually caused the crash itself. We were told to hold position. That's our fault for pushing. You're right, Brian will not be happy. With just cause as well. It's your fault, pal. Your fault. Uh-oh.
Close the door. Sit down. What the hell was going on out there? We've invested millions in you two. Millions. And look at you both. Acting like a couple of school kids. You've got a lot to prove this year, boy. And you're swanning around like butter wouldn't melt. And as for you, you should know better. I'm disgusted. You should both be ashamed.
Brian,
don't even try it.
Not a single word. I should fire you both right here and now. You've screwed our chances this season. The team is bigger than you two and your petty squabbles. Grow up! Any more, and you're both out. Do you hear me? I'll finish the season behind the wheel myself if I have to. Both of you, get out.
I feel sorry for Brian. Like, I wasn't going to do that. What have you got? Oh, I can't. It's my fault. It's Aiden's fault. It's Aiden's fault. He was told to hold position. He didn't. It's Aiden's fault.
Go away.
Hey.
Hey.
So, what did he say?
Threatened to fire both of us.
He won't.
That's not the point.
That's not the racing point.
I'll just leave you be.
Probably for the best, love.
Is Lily okay? She know I'm safe?
Yeah, she saw you climb out. She's fine. I left her with your mother.
Okay, good.
You've survived worse, you know?
Doesn't make it any easier.
Maybe not, but you're not hurt. And you have a family who love you. The rest are just details. I'll see you later.
She's nice. I like her. I don't know who she is, but she was nice. Thanks for the follow, Hello King and Jamie. Welcome to the channel, guys. Oh, I'm annoyed at Aiden there. Switched perspectives. What? Are we going to be driving as... Hang on. Are we driving as Casper now? Lucas Weber, lol. So, oh, now it's the new season. We're racing as not as Racing Point anymore. We're at Aston Martin. It's 2021. A new season and the possibility for a fresh start for Casper Ackermann and Racing Point. Following the unceremonious end to the team's chances in the 2020 season, both driver and team are looking to deliver a strong start at the season opener in Melbourne.
Here we are then, another season of
Well, what do we do?
If
I'm driving as Casper, surely we want Aiden to do well.
Season, whilst others still looking for answers. Let's see what the future holds for them as qualifying gets underway here in Melbourne. So, Aiden Jackson in ninth. But Aston Martin still hopeful the youngster can secure a decent position. Let's see how he gets on here. Teammate Casper Ackermann didn't make it through to Q3, narrowly missing out by just
13 milliseconds.
You did all you could.
If I went out second today, I would have those 13 milliseconds back, no problem. Why do they keep sending me out first?
11th isn't the end of the world, Casper. You'll make those places back.
Yeah, for sure. Shouldn't have to.
Well, if it's the choice between 11th or like 8th, then 11th is actually better because you get free tyre choice, don't you? An email from Otmar wishing us well for the new season. Who's that now? Oh, Zoe. Now we know her name.
Zoe, hey.
Morning, Daddy.
Oh,
Hey.
hello, Lily.
You know it's not morning where Daddy is, right?
Mummy says you're on the other side of the world.
That's right. Daddy is in Australia. I'm upside down.
Then why don't the cars fall off?
Mommy can explain that. Can I speak to her?
Don't fall off, Daddy.
I won't.
Cute.
Promise.
Hey, qualifying not so good, huh?
They sent me out first.
Again?
Yeah.
Well, some of your best races were coming from midfield.
Yeah?
Yeah. Besides, I thought you loved a challenge. Lils, off the table. Now, it's breakfast time. I should go.
Sure.
You'll be great. You always are. Love ya.
Love you too.
Game on. Racing as Casper now. With tensions from last year looking set to continue into this season, Casper Ackermann pushes onwards during the inaugural race of the 2021 Championship. To Australia we go, taking over with presumably 7 laps remaining. 6 laps remaining, and we've got an issue.
Casper, we're on it.
It's the gearbox.
I've lost the gear.
Push on, Casper. We're assessing. Just push on best you can.
I'll try.
Where am I? What position am I in? P11. I've lost 7th. I've lost 7th. Finish the race while managing the fault. Okay, we should be able to finish the race. Oh man, but we're gonna lose so many positions.
We've looked at the gearbox issue, but I'm afraid there's nothing we can do. Try and drive around it. We'll just have to hope for the best. Remember that you have a lot of torque in these power units, so you should be able to stay in higher gears for a lot of the lap.
It's the higher gear that I've got a problem with. Birdie, 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 birdie. Hopefully 7th gear comes back to us like it did in career mode, but I'm not sure whether it will. Actually, there are more places where you're looking for 7th gear than actually I'd hoped there were, or thought there were. We're able to manage the pace though. Devon Butler's coming. He's just taken Esteban Ocon behind. Devon Butler's coming to try and get us, but the fact that they're fighting is going to earn us some time. Don't know whether we're actually catching Pierre or not, are we? And we could hopefully get him. It's so painful. Hopefully get him into turn 13. We're not going to be close enough, but we should be close enough to get him into turn 1, provided. I could try and get him into here, but there's no point. I'm not going to risk it. Alonso's in P9 currently. Yeah, we'll get it done. Up into the points. Let's go, boys. Even with a broken gearbox, there's no stopping me. Whether I'm Aiden or Casper, we get the job done.
Nice move. Good job.
Sorry, Pierre, you're not coming through again, pal. 2 laps to go and we've made it into the points. It's part of the storyline, good Mano. We're playing the story mode here on F1 2021 at the minute, and as part of this particular chapter, and in this particular race, the person we're driving as, Casper Ackermann, has lost 7th gear, and we're just trying to manage the issue to get ourselves to the end of the Grand Prix. All we've got to do is make it to the end of the Grand Prix, but we have actually been able to make a position here, which is good. Not going to be able to catch Aiden, I don't think. Not with just a lap to go. Try and stay ahead of Pierre, though. Valtteri wins the race. Valtteri wins the race. Valtteri Bottas winning in Australia. Now, where have we seen that before? Yeah! How about that? To whom it may concern, fuck you. That's what Valtteri said last time he won the Australian Grand Prix. And we will finish in 10th with Casper. Job done. Thank you very much.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
I wasn't expecting to drive as Casper, to be honest. I thought we were going to be as Aiden the whole way through. So Mercedes 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Max in P2. If only that would happen in the actual My Team career mode, hey?
Bad luck out there today. Let's talk about it.
Still made the best of the bad situation.
So, not a great race out there for you today, Casper. Can you talk us through what happened?
Issue with the
It was
gearbox.
clearly an issue with the gearbox. Not a great place to be as a driver, but we'll work on it, I'm sure.
Well, despite obvious vehicle difficulty, you still managed to finish. How hard is it to bring it over the line when facing such issues?
You just need to concentrate on the
This is where
problem.
experience comes in.
Thanks for follow, Jamie.
You have to switch off. Be mindful, but try and ignore what is going on around you. To concentrate only on the problem at hand, and hope for the best.
While it's an unfortunate start to this season, last season was muddied by a tense relationship with your teammate. How are things now with you and Aiden?
That was last season.
That was last season. It's no secret that Aiden and I had a few run-ins. But that's the risk when you put 2 drivers together for the first time. I don't like to look back, only forward.
Only forward.
I'm sure he's learned a lot, and we'll see what happens this season.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Claire. Bye, Claire. So much for a fresh start. Mechanical issues hamstring Ackermann at the Australian Grand Prix as his bad luck from the previous season continues. Problems for Ackermann down under, waiting for the inevitable phone call that will come through. Congratulations from Jeff, at least. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff's probably contacted you. We're looking into that gearbox. Thank you, Brian. And Lucas. I take it you saw the interview with Butler. He's just trying to wind you up. The man's a troll. I haven't seen the interview with Butler. What did Devin Butler say? Look out, Arava's posting. They pestered me enough, so I finally did an interview with Trackside. Check it out. No thanks. To next chapter we go. Chapter 8. Looking forward to bounce back after the frustrations of the Australian Grand Prix. Casper Ackermann and Aston Martin are eager to find stability in Sakhir. But as the race goes on, it becomes clear that his tyre wear is reaching critical levels. Casper's not got much luck, has he, really? Oh, drifting everywhere with those soft tyres.
Understood. Can you box next lap, Casper? Box next lap.
No, I need to come in now. It's quite bad.
We've got Aiden coming in now. Just hold out one more lap, please, Casper.
Isn't he a lap down?
Yes, he's on a different strategy, though.
Haven't I got priority?
He's boxing now. Please hold off, Casper.
Fine. Nope. I'm all over the place here. I'm coming in now.
Gonna have to double stack. Gonna have to double stack.
Must have been pretty urgent for Aiden, huh?
Please be patient, Casper.
Goes another place. And another. Okay, let's go, let's go.
If Aiden's a lap down, then we should get priority. That's how that works. We should get priority. That's not fair on Casper. So where are we coming out now then?
Okay, that wasn't ideal. Let's see if you can get a few places back, please, Casper.
I'm on it.
So we're P11. What's the objective? Regain your lost positions and finish 8th or above. We've 5 laps to go. 5 laps to finish 8th or above. I don't know where Aiden is in terms of his actual position. We'll ask when we're on the straight. If Aiden's a lap down, then...
They're on fresh softs. They're in 19th.
19th? How are they giving Aiden in 19th priority over me in the points? That's harsh. That's harsh. We've got DRS. We've got DRS. There's a massive line of cars in front of us, including our teammate that we're coming up to lap. I'm just waiting for the cutscene. We're going to come up to lap Casper. I'm waiting for the cutscene. Yeah, the Aston Martin livery does look really good. So Casper's going to let Daniel through, but is he going to let me through? That's what I need to know. Are we going to get a cutscene, or is he just going to let me pass? Thank you, Aiden. I should have got the bloody pit stop. We'll still make it back to P8, though, I'm sure. With Yuki just in front of us there, and Daniel now 0.3 seconds, sorry, ahead. With 4 laps to go, we might be able to get some decent points for the team here. I'm going to squeeze him. I'm going to squeeze him. Back on the racing line. Let's go get Yuki. ERS is really fun. Bye-bye, overtake button. Oh, Checo's in P6. Checo's just there as well. We could get P6 before the end of this race. I got that wrong. Come here, Esteban. I want P7 because I want P6. But there's... Yeah, I'm not going to catch P5. Definitely not catching P5. I'll have P7 though, thank you. Excuse me. Let's go and get Checo. Yeah, the gap to Sainz is 8.5 seconds. And we've got 3 laps. That's not happening. But we'll take this position gladly. Let's go and get Checo, shall we? Hi, Checo. Bye, Checo. See you, pal. Toodles. 6.6 seconds to Carlos, 2 laps. Nah. I'm going to use all my battery up to try and get to Carlos here. I'll try it. We are a long way back, though. Just get a better exit. Get a better exit. Oh, no. I'm not quite going to get Sainz. If the line was a little bit further down, then maybe we could have gotten Carlos there.
Pick up rubber and bring it home.
Oh, P6 it is. Good result, though. Really good result.
And I can see that...
Another
That
interview
was
with
an
Claire.
exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours.
I'm never going to bitch about the team.
Congratulations on a tough race today, Casper. To all of us watching, it seemed as if there was some sort of clash in pitting strategy. Can you talk us through it?
I'm just going to say these things happen.
But these things happen. I felt the tires...
I believe it's straight to pens, Morty, in the Community Shield. Straight to pens.
It was a calculated risk. There's not much else to say. I pulled it back and finished the race, so no harm done.
So the problem we all witnessed today was a team call, and not a sign of continuing tensions again this season between you and Aiden Jackson.
We're professionals.
Well, I'm not going to lie, as I'm sure it's obvious to everyone here. Aiden and I have never really seen eye to eye, which causes some tension. But we're also professionals, so it shouldn't get in the way of our performance. I'm sure we'll work through it. Why do you ask?
Well, you seemed angry on the radio with your team. People are asking if that's an indicator of a deeper issue behind the scenes. What would you say to that?
Ah, it's just
Well, there's
adrenaline.
nothing to be concerned about. It's just adrenaline. You're in the middle of the race, you get hot.
It's like Yuki.
I can't even remember what I said. If it was, you know, colourful, then I'm sure we'll all be laughing about it later.
Thank you for your time.
No worries, Claire. Cutscene or back to the menus? Chapter 8. Whilst the incident in the pits may have cost Ackerman some places, he managed to claw them back and deliver a respectable finish for himself and the Aston Martin. At the Bahrain Grand Prix. We did well there.
So gets to pit ahead of me. And they give his car the only new power unit last season. And he gets to go out behind me in qualifying. This kid is a new #1 driver.
I don't believe that to be true.
But then why does he get paid more?
You're still upset about that.
No. Well, I don't know, maybe. I just wish I never found out.
It's not the money, though, is it?
I'm old.
So am I, pal, don't worry.
This again, I am old. For a driver, I'm old.
Come on, this is your last season. You said you'd make it count.
I still need to tell them.
When will you?
Soon.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, forget about Jackson.
Okay.
And stop playing the victim. It doesn't suit you.
All right, okay.
It's Zandvoort next, remember? Everyone's gonna be rooting for you. Be the guy they love. And hey.
What?
Be the guy I love.
That's cute. Did you come up with that yourself?
I'm a natural-born charmer.
Verstappen's got nothing on me.
You had to ruin it.
To Zandvoort we go. More rewards available, but not that bothered about those, to be honest. No, it was frustrating today. Nobody's at fault. Well, I'll tell you what. Must have been pretty urgent for Aiden line, lol. Go to the next chapter. Is that it? Chapter 9 then. Mechanical failures and team strategy frustrations have impacted Ackerman's early races this season, with the grid now heading to Zandvoort in Ackerman's native country of the Netherlands. He hopes that return home will be the... I don't know that word. I've never seen that word before in my life, so I don't know how to pronounce it. Panacea? To his recent struggles? Panacea. How on earth do you pronounce that? Panacea. A solution or remedy. Okay. Not only are we playing a game, we're learning English. Got some interviews. Message from the wife saying welcome home. Is that going to be Zoe? It is. Hello, Zoe.
Daddy!
Hello, Lily.
Hey, Lils. What have you been doing today?
I drew a picture.
Yeah? What's it a picture of?
It's a secret.
Okay. Well, maybe you'll show it to me later.
Maybe. Will you win today, Daddy?
I hope so, Lils. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Probably not.
What's the question?
Who's your favorite racing driver?
Max Verstappen.
You are.
Oh.
Yeah, just
I was waiting for it to say
Wanna
Max.
speak to Mommy now?
No.
Okay.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Lily.
Let's go to the race. Vamos. With family in the crowd, Casper Ackerman looks to a familiar track to turn around his fortunes. Is it a full race? Like it has been for a couple of others? It looks like it's starting P8.
Crowd's all behind you today, Cass. Let's use that momentum and see what you can do out there.
Starting on a different strategy, starting on the mediums. Is this a full race then, presumably? 18 laps of Zandvoort. Finish on the podium? Bloody hell. Oh, I got bogged down in the gears. God, that was a terrible start. I'm getting bumped from everywhere. We're trying to finish on the podium. I'm down in 12th. Presumably this is a full race again, lads, yeah? No, I don't think a restart's needed. We'll try and get it done in 11 laps. Sorry, 18 laps. Excuse me, Yuki. Damage is off so I can be a little bit more bullish. Well, it's not off, it's just reduced. Oh, I've got such a run off that bank curve. Sorry, Daniel. Whoa, hello, Daniel. Oh, lock up from Pierre.
That brings you up a place.
I'm trying to force him out of position now. Try and go around the outside, but it's quite difficult to do on this turn. Fine, if we can do a place a lap, we'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, they're slow around that curve. It's gone defensive, we'll get him.
DRS is now available.
He's still on my inside, so I'll leave him racing room. We're through. Ah, no, I had a good run on him then and I spun up my rear wheels. The front two are gone. We were rather fortunate that there's a McLaren in P3 holding everybody up. Otherwise, that other Red Bull and Mercedes might be quite difficult to catch. Hang it around the outside. Let's go and get Carlos. There you go. That's the run that we got on Fernando last lap and weren't able to capitalise on. Come on, Carlos. Oh, he's not going to give me space, though, is he? No. Well, he will do if I force the issue. Hi, Carlos. Oh, that was a bit hairier, a bit hairier an overtake than I expected to be pulling off there. I'll be honest. I was planning on just sitting behind him, but we'll take it. We'll take the position. We'll power off the curve with our DRS and try and get Charles into turn one. He's gone defensive, which is always the wrong thing to do at this turn. Because we'll sweep round and into P6 eventually. Thankfully, Lando and Checo holding up Valtteri here. Otherwise, that front three might have gotten too far away from us. Because look how far ahead Verstappen and Lewis are. They are gone. That would be Valtteri too if it weren't for Lando. Hi, Valtteri! Bye, Valtteri!
Brilliant. Nice move.
Thanks, Jeff. I'll have a look. I don't care. It's not my team. Just gonna bully my way through. Obviously, I wouldn't make moves like that in regular My Team career mode, but for this story mode, I really don't care. Win at all costs. There's no question about that. Oh, hello, Checo. I was trying to watch the football, if you don't mind, pal. Taking P4 back again. What time to get a penalty this late on? Fernandinho's getting booked for being mouthy. Oh my god, Checo's so slow. It's not the best of penalties, to be fair. I'm going to box this lap.
Understood, stopping this lap.
We'll nail it, we'll undercut them. We'll undercut Lando anyway. Provided Checo doesn't get me back at this turn like he did last lap. But I'm going to try and take it a bit better this time. That loss, the downforce in the dirty air is so pronounced there, isn't it? Hopefully no one else around me pits here and they all go the full stint. We can just nip in and get a quick and easy undercut. But someone else might have a team strategist that's made a similar decision. I think maybe Checo or Valtteri might pit with me here. No, nobody else in with me. Okay, we're undercutting then. We're undercutting. This will be us up into P3. It's just a question of how far we can get. Well, how far away those front two are. 9 seconds. Wow, I don't think I'm going to close that. I'll try, but 9 seconds is a long way in 8 laps. Yeah, we're not that bothered about doing better at the minute, mate. We just had to finish on the podium, which is what we're doing. Just the storyline. We're maximising the potential of the car, so I'm not that bothered. Right, that's Casper Ackermann on the podium at his home Grand Prix in the story.
That's a fantastic podium. Super driving, really strong pace. Very, very happy.
We've pleased Jeff.
What a race for Casper Ackermann, proving the naysayers wrong with an emphatic performance. He'll be delighted by that podium finish.
Well, we all know he can do it. It's just been a while since he has. Great race from Ackermann and some much needed points for Aston Martin.
I feel like Ackermann's like the Kimi character, isn't he?
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job.
Casper on the podium. 2 Dutchmen at Zandvoort. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it?
Really seemed to enjoy that. Made it look easy.
A podium finish today, Casper.
Great to be able to give the fans.
For me, what really makes this track special is the fans. I know the Dutch F1 fans are really excited to have a Grand Prix in the Netherlands again. They're here for Max 2, of course, but their support means a lot. And I'm pleased to be able to give them something to cheer today.
And the fastest lap too today. Is that something you expected?
Welcome,
It's
surprise.
realistically not something you think you're going to get too often, so no, I can't say we expected it. But it's certainly a welcome surprise. Every point counts.
Yeah,
so
as long as Jeff's
at the
happy, as
end
long
of
as
the
Jeff's
season,
happy.
We might be more grateful for it than we realize.
How is everything at Aston Martin? Are spirits high? Is the team happy?
Absolutely.
Yes, of course. We've had a bit of a bumpy start, but we're looking to rectify that, and thankfully we got a lot of races left, so we're looking forward to the season ahead. But the only thing you can ever
Lester
really
just
focus
lifting
on
the
is
community
next
shield in front of me.
race. So that's what I'll be looking to do.
Thanks for your time.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Oh, picked the wrong one. Vamos. Casper Ackerman put on a virtuoso performance at the Dutch Grand Prix with a podium finish in front of his home fans. Hopefully a positive cutscene.
Great race today.
Thank you, Will.
Thanks.
Nice one, Casper. Can't argue with that performance. Shame your teammate couldn't bring himself to congratulate you.
Nah, well, he's just a kid.
Kid who's getting signed by Mercedes.
So they say.
Never gonna happen.
Oh?
You keep a secret?
Yeah, sure.
I've been approached.
Really? Oh, congratulations.
For reserve driver, dickhead.
Keep it under your hat, but talks are going well. So you're gonna have to get on with Jackson for a little while longer.
Yeah, well, we get on fine.
That's not what I heard.
No?
I was chatting with one of your mechanics. He had some very interesting things to say about Jackson. You know what his problem is, don't you?
Go on.
Thinks you're getting too old. Says you're not fast enough anymore.
Too old?
Hey, mate, his words, not mine. You want my advice?
No.
Prove him wrong.
Devon's
See, he should
such a
respect
dick.
you, like I do. Great race out there today, buddy. Yeah? Ciao.
Yeah? Such an asshole. Such an asshole. A question from Claire. So you asked about the team atmosphere. Oh, hello. Oh, it's Zoe, not Brian. Again.
Hey.
Hey, Lily's dancing in the garage. It's hilarious. Can you come?
Just catching up on a few things.
Sure. Hey, I booked us a restaurant for tonight.
What about Lily?
Your mother's happy to take care of her.
Great, then I can't wait.
Reason to celebrate, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks, Zoe. See you later.
Bye.
Celebrate indeed. Right, that will be where we call it for this YouTube video. Oh, no, it won't. We've got another phone call. Hang on, Aiden's ringing me. Are we going to get congratulations?
Casper, I missed you just now.
What do you want?
I just wanted to say congratulations for today. That was some race.
I'm busy, Aiden.
Oh, sure.
Bye.
Well, there's no need to be a dick, is there? He's actually gone out of his way to call you, to say congratulations. Oh, I was happy until that moment, and now that's kind of put a dampener on it. That was cold. You're cold as ice. Thank you very much for watching the YouTube video, guys. Appreciate it very much indeed. Casper does need the drink. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the remainder of this Breaking Point story mode, or of course any of the upcoming Season 2 of my team. But for now, that's all for this YouTube video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.